What's up, all you cool cats and kittens?
What's happening?
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
You look extra handsome, Jacob.
Yeah. Definitely.
Thank you.
Too bad you wore that
rag
rag where it just only shows your bald spot on the top of your head. So that's sick.
That's sad.
No, it's sick.
Yeah. It's coming down the pipeline for all of us. What's up, dude? Everyone have a good 4th?
Yeah. It was awesome. I did nothing.
I worked.
No barbecue, TJ?
Nah.
Swim and shoot fireworks?
Nope. Didn't shoot any fireworks. Not this year. No. No fireworks. Not this year. No particular reason. Other
We used
than
to do it
just,
every year.
unless
then
it kind of
kinda
feels
got
like just
old.
it feels like burning money. I'm like, why don't we just take the money out of the bank and just pour gas on it and light it on fire in the driveway? It's the same thing.
Right.
And just go watch someone else's.
Yeah.
It's kind of a
Fuck that.
Yeah, it sucked, man. It poured rain from like 9 in the morning till about 8 o'clock at night, and couldn't do shit. So went out inside actually. And I had people over on the 5th. It was their bad day off. It was nice. Not like do anything. It's great.
It's a wonderful feeling.
I don't like when the week's broken up and, like a holiday in the middle of the week. Then I never know what the fuck day it is.
I'm not getting a lot done this week. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm just not getting a lot done.
It just feels weird, man. Like
Yeah.
I worked Saturday, had Sunday off, worked Monday, had Tuesday, Wednesday off, worked today. Gonna work this Saturday. It's just like I don't know. I almost forgot it was the podcast today. Till about 6 o'clock, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
It's
because
Thursday.
you missed a day. Yeah, well, especially if you're not doing your routine.
Yeah, I thought it was Wednesday, like all day.
We drove all the way to Naples. It was like 2 hours this morning, and when we were about 20 miles out, we hit rainstorm. Scott, my son, is like, "What are we gonna do?" I go, "You're just gonna walk right inside that dealership and start cleaning insides, buddy. We're committed. We drove this far. We're gonna get something done." Fortunately, after about an hour, it cleared up, so we were able to do most of the outside. We just diverted to the inside, let it, went through the motions.
Yeah. It's nice when it works out that way. You know what I mean? Because driving 2 hours sucks to do anything.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Mary? Mary Walton. What's up, Mary Walton?
What's up, Mary?
What's up, Mary?
Hey, Mary.
Mary Walton. There's Mary Walton, guys. I don't know who that fucking lady is, but she's fucking weird, dude.
Weird.
Yeah, do you even clean
She act like your
windows?
mom and stuff,
Yeah,
dude.
she always acting like my mom, fucking butting into my business and shit.
Yeah, that's the worst. Man.
Hey, has anybody seen that Phil has TikTok now?
No.
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Fuck.
Look, it's some Alexander. Dude,
Fuck.
it's like, how it shows, every now and again something shows up, people you might know. Like Jeremy Pummel. He showed up as people I might know, so I followed him or, clicked on that heart. Not the heart, but the one above the plus.
Yeah.
And then it said people I know, Phil Alexander, and I clicked on the name, and I thought he was doing a live thing, but I clicked it and it paused, so I knew he wasn't live. But he was doing a sim.
Good
That's-
Lord.
You got to check it out.
How manic
I'm
was
sure
it?
it's excellent.
I watched a video he posted in some random group about how it's so great. Like he has a pump sprayer, and like he does interiors, he sprays the liquid on and squeegees it off.
Oh,
Dude, I've seen that. And he lambs.
We had
the
a conversation.
squeegee.
I had a conversation with him. Yeah. Oh yeah. Everything is a ledge tool. It's got that 18-inch ledge cleaner.
Pow!
He's in the inside of a dealership just smashing.
Yeah. It sounds like someone's installing glass. But
That's how you clean windows with Tourette's.
Yeah.
Tourette's window cleaning.
Right. You know what the thing is though? I once talked to him about it. I go, dude, use that pump sprayer. I can understand that it doesn't. You're adding a step to window cleaning because he still agitates it with the mop.
One thing
You know, and then-
The video I watched, he didn't even do that. He sprayed
Dude, yeah,
liquid on
he
and squeaked
he
it
sounds like Popeye and looks like Muttley.
Special pose. A skibbity dee.
Frigga.
A skibbity dee doo. And a great you.
Might get old Mark Darnell here on the podcast soon. Apparently, he was. Here, I'll tell you exactly what happened to him. It's kind of fucking tragic, actually.
What happened?
I'll let you guys know here. I'll read you what he sent me. He was on his way home and he was jumped and butt fucked while doing route work. He wants to come on the podcast and explain exactly what happened to him, but fuck, it just sounds terrible. Yeah.
He was mugged, or was
he was jumped and butt fucked while doing route work. The other day.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
there
man,
was
just
penetration
pushed in.
What? Listen,
There was
listen.
full penetration.
Mark Darnell sent me a fucking message at like fucking 11 o'clock at night. Told me that he just got jumped and butt fucked, and he wants to tell us on the podcast about it.
No.
That's all I got to tell you, dude. That's all I got for you.
Well, I'm just going to go out on
No
a limb here. I'm an
particulars
older
whatsoever.
dude now.
Yeah.
I'm an older dude now, but it really would be hard to butt fuck me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, unless I wanted it.
I mean, I'm
saying,
not. Hey, listen, I'm not knocking it. I'm not. You know, maybe he wanted it. Maybe he was inviting it. I don't know.
He's out jingling those keys up at that rest stop.
Yeah. All I know is that he's
Yeah,
got a
let's
story.
get him
He's
on
got
here
a
right now.
yeah. He's
He's
got a
like,
story
I got
to
my
tell.
hands in my pocket going
Yeah.
jing-a-ling-a-ling.
He's got a story to tell, and I want to hear it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's all I got for it, really. You know.
One of my favorite radio stations about a
Wait
decade
a minute.
Dude,
We
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. All I know is I love that dude. That's all I know.
I'm in.
Like I go like 3, 4, 5 months not hear a word from him, and then I'll get a picture of him putting his dick on a fucking plate next to peas and mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I don't think the chicken's done. I'm like, yeah, you're right, dude. It's definitely not done.
I haven't got one of those in a while. I think maybe because I
Or
bring it up.
the 4-wheeler in the backyard. He
Yeah.
butt naked jumps off the 4-wheeler, takes a hot shit, and then jumps back on it and takes
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Dude, when I was
That shit was so goddamn funny.
Well,
man.
dude, I told you that time
the
he called
kids
me
thing is my favorite, dude. Kids.
with the bowling pin. He called me and he says, "You're not going to believe it. I got a Raptor." So my first thing is a Raptor truck. You know, the F-150 Raptor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh fuck, those are cool as hell, man. Congratulations." And he goes, "Wait a minute." He goes, "You said." He goes, "No, the 4-wheeler." I go, "Oh, Yamaha Raptor." He goes, "Yeah." I swear I said to him, "Dude, you know what would be hilarious? If you rode that fucker around naked." Within 2, he's like, "Already done." And he sent me the video of him riding across some big farm field, butt ass naked on a 4-wheeler.
I was sending Chris and Alex for months that fucking video of him running in place in the hallway in his fucking dick and balls.
Dude, I went on a deep dive of his videos and I found one where he was like using Barbie dolls. It's like,
Yeah, dude, yeah.
my mom won't let me smoke. If you go deep enough,
Yeah, dude, he's out of control, man. I don't know. I just love the dude. He's the best.
What's up, Michael Medina?
He's
the
great.
best. Dude, is
I remember
fucking
when I was
awesome.
young, this guy got fired. Well, didn't get fired, but he got in trouble for like a week. He was doing high rise, and I was doing the inside for like an office building. He came swinging down with his nuts hanging out. He pressed it against the glass and banged on it. He's like, "Hey, does this look like cancer to you?" And like spread it out on the window I was cleaning. I was like, "Oh my god!" There's like 12 people working behind me.
The best thing I saw as far as nuts go was when that offensive lineman or that D lineman was running in the draft combine and he's running and his fucking balls fall out of his fucking shorts and they're like, "Fuck, dude, I've never seen this man's balls look like a horse's balls." And he gets up, he falls flat down on his stomach. I'm assuming to be like, "Oh shit, my balls are hanging out." And then he goes to lift himself up and there's a set of nuts underneath this guy this fucking long and about that fucking big around. I'm not kidding, dude. The biggest set of testicles I've ever seen on a human being, dude. I couldn't believe it. But he's doing the 40-yard dash and his balls fell out of his trunks. It was fucking crazy, dude. Crazy.
The fact that he can run with those things.
Yeah,
is
dude.
I know, right?
Yeah.
If you time it right, he'll nuts will cross the finish line first.
Yeah, right.
a tenth of a second off.
Mhm.
Oh man. Now that just makes me think of Mark Darnell when he came on here with his phone. Like, oh fucking, I was assuming on tripping on mushrooms. Talking.
He came
to us.
on. He's been on here twice.
That's the time I remember we had his phone and it was just like his eyes and he was like in the dark.
Yeah,
outside.
no, I like the one where he was at his in-laws' house. He's like, "Hey, I'm at my in-laws' house," and his phone is super close to his face
Yeah.
like this.
He was like outside. He was like he was on shrooms or something. And I was like,
Yeah, he was one. He was like at a donut, like he might have been at Krispy Kreme. I don't know where the fuck he was at, but yeah, that dude is out of control. One of my favorite people.
I remember when someone like posted like, oh, a sighting of Mark Darnell in Branson during that IWCA like cleaning train windows. I'm like, if that was him, and he just never came to the convention, it was cleaning a random train's
Seth, that
window.
was us.
You post that?
That was us on my balcony.
I don't remember seeing that. I don't think I was in the room when that happened. I remember watching the video.
We were all sitting on the balcony. And
Well,
I
then I have
zoomed
the
in.
memory
I
of an
zoomed in
old
with my
goldfish.
iPhone and took a picture. You're like, "Is that Mark
Who do you
Darnell?"
think that? Who was it?
I don't know.
Does anyone know?
I don't know, but it was cool.
Yeah,
Yes, Ben. Yes, I have.
I don't remember being there, but I must have.
I sit on my balls a bunch.
When I take a shit, I gotta like tuck them. Like,
Like I sit on my balls a bunch. Like I don't wear it. When I get home in the summertime, I'm immediately no underwear. Immediately. The first thing I do is take my socks off and my underwear. First thing. Shower, get them balls free, and just fucking sit down and let the box fan blow on my nuts. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about here?
free in the nuts, I guess.
I
You're
mean,
not
as
wearing
long as
underwear when you get home.
hey, as long as you fucking, as long as you wash your balls first, you know, you don't want that stink rolling up in your, you know what I mean? You want fresh ball smell, not
You don't want the old
used ball
cheese.
smell. Yeah, you
No,
don't
but
want,
that is funny though. If you put your used balls in front of a box fan and just blow that around the house, because
Ooh.
that's hilarious. Sounds like Jesus Christ.
Dude, my son Scott is doing jiu-jitsu.
Mhm.
And my other buddy Jeff was over. Jeff was a wrestler, and Jeff goes, "Dude, I'm going to give you some advice if you go to a tournament." And he's like, "Yeah, you got don't shower for like 3 days. Okay, grab a hold of your nuts. Okay, when no one's looking." He goes, and then you get that motherfucker from behind him, fucking rub your fingers
Yeah.
right under his nose.
He
He
will
goes,
fucking
"You
tap
got the
them.
match. You will fucking win the match."
That's amazing.
it's kind of fucked up actually.
That's funny, is what it is.
So, what do you guys think of the new aluminum rinse bar from windowcleaner.com from
You
Zero?
just took my fucking tool time, you dickhead.
I didn't take shit from you, you dumb
Yeah,
fucking
you get to
cunt.
show it.
Well, it looks really good. I haven't had my hands on one, but it looks really good.
Yeah, they look pretty nice. You got one already, Jacob?
No.
Oh, okay, then shut the fuck up, bitch.
Jersey and I looked at a rinse bar, and I don't
Ooh.
know who made it. It was at the trade show, and it looked similar to that one. And I was like, "This shit right here is next level. Somebody did it right."
Yeah,
You
it's-
and who?
Me and Jersey and I.
Oh, that guy. Oh, fuck him.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
No,
Yeah,
you
I
don't
did-
ever put. You don't pop. Man, using baby powder on your balls in the summertime is a fucking no-no, dude. You're making cake batter.
Yeah, you're also
That's
getting
fucking-
cancer.
You're
That's
baking
a
bread,
muffin mix. You're
motherfucker.
making muffin mix there, dude. You're a nice yeast starter for
Yeah,
fucking.
dude, just throw a handful of blueberries down there, and you can feed the whole family.
It's dropping pancakes out while you're
Yeah,
walking
a
around.
couple chocolate chips.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Right.
If it's been a long night, that's already there anyways.
I've never used the ABC. I don't use ABC anything. I'm not a fan.
ABCD's nuts.
I'm not a big, huge Tucker fan either. I'm not a
Now,
huge
Tucker
fan.
couldn't make a rinse bar that lasts more than 10 minutes. I'm over
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. So.
I was digging through. I was looking for a box of scraper blades. I was digging through a bin in my out back, and I found a brand new aluminum Tucker rinse bar. And I looked at it, and I'm like, do I put it in the back of the truck and eventually use it? And I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this thing. I'm just done. I never
An
messed up
aluminum one?
glass with it. But yeah, aluminum one.
I
bought
have
it,
an
never
aluminum. I have an aluminum one on my my pad holders. my fucking Mike Nichols pad holder deal.
Yeah.
It's like fucking millimeters off the glass. I have no issues with using
No, I've
it.
never messed up
I've
glass
never
with it,
marred a
but
piece of glass not
the
one time.
plastic ones are complete
Yeah,
garbage.
those are junk. I don't even fuck with that shit.
I haven't broke mine yet.
Me neither.
Surprisingly.
But
But
I
all that to say that it's
no idea. I'm lucky mine hasn't broken yet. But
I'm just not a huge fan of like, hey,
Tucker.
it's new and improved, and then it fucking broke the second time I used it. I was like, yep, it lasted 2 whole hours longer than the last one I had. I'm just smooth
that
on
sucks.
that. Aluminum's the way to go. You just can't be a pussy about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course you say that Zane's your dad.
yeah. That is true. If you were shitting on it, that'd be hilarious. It's like, my dad doesn't know how to build shit.
My dad's a fucking loser.
Yeah. Of course.
My dad shits his pants.
Yeah.
My dad can beat up your dad.
Yeah. Well, that's the podcast. We'll see you guys next week.
Right?
Adios.
I'm waiting for Mark Darnell because if I get a good butt fucking story, you never know what to believe with that dude. He's an odd bird, you know.
He's gonna get a good butt fucking story. Mark's gonna get
Like I said,
Tanner's
that's
gonna
not
get
something
hard
you
on.
do to somebody that is not. Dude, I don't care how big the dude is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be a cat climbing the wall to get away from something like that.
I guarantee you there's a dude out there to hold you down like a bitch and fuck you
No.
raw.
Not that you know. No way.
I know.
bend a window
No
cleaner
way.
and just
Dude,
buy
I'll
like
hurt
one
the
of those
motherfucker.
drywall.
I mean, I don't know no
standing
big gay
adapter
dudes,
things.
but I'm sure there's a big gay dude out there that I don't know.
Dude,
I've
anybody
had
could
some
get a.
very large, big gay dudes. That's
I'm
scary,
sure
like,
there's a guy that will fuck
Mark,
you and
I'm
you'll
a
have no.
butter your bread.
Dude, as soon as that thing comes out, the fucking fists are flying. Even if I had to grab hold of that motherfucker to stop it from entering, once you grab hold of that, you got somebody literally by the balls. You know, you put
call
the
this
squeeze on
the
that.
nut
they'll
crack.
Thanks, Damien. Those
I go fucking John Wayne bobbing on that motherfucker.
Lose your cock.
That shit'll be thrown out the window.
that code that I gave you guys is, I think that's $10 off every shirt, not just one shirt. Like if you say you order 3 shirts, you get $10 off of each one of them.
Nice.
Good code right there. Still gotta order some shit.
You don't. You just have to tell me what you want.
I know, but it's also really easy for me to just go on the internet and just order it.
All right, just give it to you.
Yeah, that's true. But
The
it's a
interwebs.
case. Why not? Like anything else, man. If someone makes something, you should buy it from them.
Jacob Dell. Hello, my friend.
Oh. Oh, you're busy petting his cats.
Jacob Dell gets so much pussy. How'd you get that code? You have to be a Patreon
You have to be a
member. Zane.
Patreon member. Your dad threatened to be a Patreon member for years. Any shirt, any T-shirt, not hoodies, not long sleeves, just T-shirts because it's summer. Any shirt.
Even our special sleeveless edition.
Do we have a sleeveless?
No.
No.
You can make it if you want to, right? You can just cut off the sleeves and
Yeah, you can make them if you want.
into that.
Yeah.
You have 9 cats?
Yeah, that's insane.
I'm good. You guys got toxoplasma. Believe that shit.
And doesn't that like rot your brain or whatever?
Toxoplasma makes you do weird shit. So it makes sense.
Jacob Dell is a cat lady.
Yeah. Fucking weird.
He's the lady from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Look up toxoplasma. Shit is fucking
Masturbator.
horrible.
And who's speeding?
Some dude in a super sweet Honda, man.
Huh?
Oh.
That noise is going nowhere.
I got a Wix notification here. Someone from Brighton, Colorado just logged into our website. How dare you, you fucks, the podcast is going on.
Who is? Like KD?
Now that I'm fucking in charge there, I know what's going on.
Legend
Or
in
whatever.
charge.
Huh?
Stroking one now. Stroke that pussy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I got one cat. That's enough. Too many cats, and living one litter box sucks.
There's 2 in our house.
The worst, man. Your furniture gets all fucked up. Mine doesn't shut the fuck up. Yeah,
One doesn't like people and just hides, and the other one lays in one spot. So
Oh yeah.
My cat sleeps a nice 17 hours a day.
That sweet ass pole in the background.
Where? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's dope.
Dope, son.
Maybe somebody will screenshot that and zoom in to see what that poll says.
Does it say lame pole?
No. Close. Close.
My eyesight fucking sucks. I'm like, what does that say? Like guessing at letters. Like L-A.
Yeah.
Dude, it sucks getting older, man. It just started like last year. I'm like, man, I can't fucking see shit.
I'm sure you'll get LASIK, Seth.
Probably.
From one of your eye doctor friends.
I don't have any eye doctor friends.
Yeah,
What do you think I hang out with?
You guys belong to the same fucking country club. I peed in the new litter box just to see how it clumps. That doesn't surprise me either.
I wasn't Jacob. Imagine you took dumps in litter boxes. That's fucking hilarious.
he had to assert his dominance with the cat, so he went in there and pissed.
Show him who's in charge.
I could see Jacob rubbing a little cat lip on his bag. Tying some yarn to his bag or something.
Look at all my cats declawed.
God damn it, that one's not declawed.
My cat's got claws.
Eye doctor.
Jacob gets those boners so hard a cat can't scratch him. You know what I mean? That fucking blue steel. That marble pillar. You know what I'm saying?
Rocket power.
Ben the window cleaner said Jinxie cat. That's fucking great.
That movie is a great movie.
Yeah.
The parents, when he's like, that cat was like a brother to you.
Right.
I haven't seen those movies in so long. They were pretty good.
The first and second one were good. The third one's terrible.
What was the one with Ben Stiller and Philip Seymour Hoffman? Was that like Heartbreak Kid? Where he's, like,
No,
playing
that was
basketball
something about Polly.
Oh, okay. Was that one?
Or
Oh,
yeah.
Mary?
Polly. Long
Something
Came
about
Polly.
Mary.
Along
was
Came
fucking
Polly. There he
awesome.
goes.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny movie. That was pretty
Along
solid.
Came Polly is way better than Something About Mary. Way better.
Think? I'll have
Way
to watch
better.
it again.
Rub yourself in catnip.
Jennifer Aniston's just a better looking woman.
I mean, it's crazy how good looking she still is, and she's like almost 60.
Yeah,
Nuts.
I mean, back then she was,
Oh,
I like the way them boobies hang. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Meet the Millers. She was still hot in that too.
Yep.
If you didn't have a crush on Jennifer Aniston when you were younger, like I don't know who you are.
Her and Kathy Ireland. Ooh.
All I gotta say is that woman never walked into a room that wasn't cold.
Yeah, the Friends set at 64 degrees.
Yeah, that shit was always cold, man.
Percolating.
Stay chilly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Staying chilly. Know what I mean?
Nah, saying, dog.
Nah, saying.
I'm saying, make it rain.
Make it rain. Rain Man.
So good.
Rain Man.
You've been having a lot of rain up there, Jacob? We've had rain every day.
It rains pretty much every day, but like not very long, then it stops.
Man, we've been stuck in that cycle for forever. It rains
Just
like,
enough to
Hottest
fuck my
fucking
day
chick
up.
hottest fucking Elle McPherson. Jennifer Darrett. She's super hot. She's got some sweet titties on her, buddy.
Who does?
Jennifer Darrett.
That is. Oh. It took me a second. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh.
How do I know who this is?
It's just like, I don't even know who the fuck that chick is, man.
My brain is like,
Who the fuck is
fucking
that?
shut up today. I'm like, wait a minute. What the fuck are we talking about?
She got some sweet ones, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I usually take a shit before I take a shower.
Uh-huh.
Like, on the 5th, I just took like a fucking meat dump. And I was like, oh, I'll shower. I'm like, I'll flush that like when I get out of the shower.
No way.
I fucking forgot. My fucking wife was like showing her new friends like our fucking house. She's like, fucking, there's a huge shit.
Oh, God.
I was like, oh, my bad.
With a hot shower running?
Yeah, hot shower room with that fucking steamer in there,
Like,
dude.
two girls she like works with. And I was like, oh, my bad. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm
wait,
outside
I have
the
to ask you,
steamer.
Seth, what is the reasoning behind I'll get that later?
Well, so realistically, what happened was
This is coming from the guy that showed us a fucking picture, a video of shit leaving his ass.
Right, but I flushed. I mean, I'm not going to save that guy for later.
I ate a lot of food the day before. And there was a big
Yeah.
shit. I flushed, and like not all of it went down. I'm like, I'll get the rest later. I just never got it. I forgot about it. And,
The fact that you took a shit, flushed
Yeah.
it, and there was still a huge shit in there is
Yeah,
like that
that's a lot
says
of
something.
shit.
yeah, dude, it looked
You
like
got
my
one of
small
those
intestine. It just like came out in a piece. I was like, all right.
Oh, Jacob Dell said your tits are getting big, Mark. He said you got big tits, big
He
juicy
can have
tits.
him anytime he wants them.
Yeah, baby.
You better be careful. He might mug you and butt fuck you.
He's a big dude, but he
While you're
You
doing
guys-
route work.
You guys think this podcast is going to get monetized tonight?
No,
that went out the window about 10 minutes
none of
ago.
them ever do. I stopped trying to monetize the podcast a long time ago. I don't even fuck with it. Like my Google AdSense, like I get fucking notifications all the time. Like they owe me like 4 or 5 draws. I've never even set it up to get the money out of it. Which I need to do. I need someone smarter than me to do it.
My whole life, I need someone smarter than me to do this. Like, remind me
Someone
to flush the
smarter
toilet.
than me. Someone
Like you're
smarter than me.
smarter.
So let me ask you something, Seth. Christine's in the shower. Have you go in there and take a shit while she's in the shower?
Well, we have 2 bathrooms, so I won't normally do that to her.
Oh.
But every once in a while, I think it's funny to go in there and fart and then leave.
Yeah.
She doesn't like that one. Or the Dutch oven, where like the quiet farts under the
Yeah.
blankets, and I'll just like lift it up a little bit in the middle of the
Yep.
night. She's like, God damn it, it stinks in here.
Yeah. What was that?
Yeah. Like I had Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, man.
Yeah, brother.
Taco Bell, brother. I can't even, like, as much as I want to have some Taco Bell, I just can't. You know what I mean?
No.
I can't do it. I
It's
can't
good
do
while
it.
you're
I
eating.
can't do it.
After that,
It's not the
I
kind
don't
of
even know the
weather.
last time I ate Taco Bell.
This is
Yeah.
not the kind of weather that you want to fucking be
You don't want
eating
mud
Taco
buns.
Bell.
this
And
weather.
yeah, you're gonna be fucking. Squirting's gonna be happening. You're gonna be hurting for a fucking squirting. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Right.
That's the way it's gonna.
Got
come
wine
out
and
of
crackers
yours.
in the basement.
Yeah.
I want to stop.
Damien Schockengross, Schoken, Schrecken, Gross, Schragen, Ragga, Fragga, Schragen.
Shrek
Just
and
ordered a shirt.
Ghost.
Schreckengast. Just bought a t-shirt. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks there.
2 more t-shirts and I'll be able to retire
there you go.
from
Hey,
window
you're
cleaning for life.
You a fucking millionaire.
Making a fucking killing off them t-shirts, guys. Killing. Making a killing. Especially considering nobody buys any t-shirts until I give discount codes.
They're like, oh, let me get a deal real quick. Let me get this deal.
Let me get this. I don't even care. Ooh. Zame Anderson is fucking Patreon fucking subscriber now. He gets a card and everything. Wow,
Nice.
bro. Whoa,
Sacred
bro.
Order of the Squeegee.
There's you get to be in the sacred order of the Squeegee.
Squidjani.
I don't know if it is or not, Damien. I'm not sure.
Why don't you buy another shirt and find out?
I don't. Let me look before you do anything, Damien. Oh, you bought it without a code?
Damn,
You
dude.
should use the code, bro.
The code is your husband's name.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't buy anything else until I tell. I'll put another code in there for you, Damien. I'll make a special Damien code just for you.
Yeah.
One just for you.
Oh man.
It's gonna be Tucker Sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna need your. Address and all that stuff.
Zane.
Oh, I know you. You always buy them. Somebody hung a ding-a-ling on the side of this car at the pier downtown. I thought that was pretty cool.
Pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, Damon, you always buy
He said he
t-shirts
did
online.
use the code.
Yeah, I don't know if it's one and done or not, dude. I don't know if it's one and done
Probably
or not.
one per order, but if you make 2 orders.
I don't know how I set it up. No, the Patreon. Now, there's going to be another code in the next YouTube video that I upload for people that watch YouTube videos of mine. Then for everyone, that's a one and done. But I don't know if I did one and done for the Patreon one. I might have done. I don't think I did, but let me check. I'll check. Yeah, I know you are, buddy. I just now fucking put those designs in the system to even, because I'm going to send you, in fact, you know what, dude? I'll just give you a code so you can get that shirt, because I still haven't sent Damien his fucking hat. It's still sitting on my fucking dresser. Hey, it's in a box! It's in a box!
Thought about it.
Well, he won, there was some controversy about, I was like, if whoever guesses this right in this video, I'll fucking send you a hat, because I've ordered a couple extra hats. And Damien and this dude was a little upset for a little while, so I was, and then finally was like, you know what, I gotta give it to Damien, because Damien actually guessed right, you know what I mean? And then, June happened, and then once June happened, that was it. Fuck Damien and that hat, apparently.
Dude, June was fucking crazy.
Dude, fuck, man. I can't even tell you how fucked up June was for me. Like, I have so much video. I don't, and probably nobody's gonna see it because it's so fucking hodgepodge bullshit. But like with my birthday and the shit happening with the pool, and then all those jobs, those giant fucking jobs, all going at one time.
Tough to get stuff done, man.
Yeah, dude. Well, my problem is getting to the fucking post office before it closes. That's my problem.
It's hard to like remember to bring shit with you in the morning. You're like, fuck. If I had this with me, it would be way easier. Like
Dude,
I
I
thought
fucking
was gonna
suck
go-
at life, man. When it comes to remembering shit, I had some dude message me a week ago, and he's like, "Hey, you did my windows on June 1st, my birthday. You did my windows on June 1st, and you never gave me a bill. You haven't returned my phone calls. I owe you $350, and I'd like to pay you." And I sent him a message back. I don't even know who you are, and you could have totally got away with that.
Right.
He's like, well, he's a doctor. He's a pretty good dude. But he's like, man, I can't. He's like, I can't. He goes, just my conscience won't let me. He goes, you did a great job. He goes, we want to have you back, but we want to be able to pay you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he goes, I have the check right here. I wrote it that day. And he goes, I've since voided it because of the date. And I was like, well, I apologize. I told him, I was like, it was my birthday. What it was is a customer of mine like referred me, and his wife messaged me, and she's like, can you do our windows? We, da 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 da. And it was I had no time, and I went against what I promised Jennifer, and I was like, I'm gonna work on my fucking birthday, which she was wanting me not to do. Take a day off, dude. But Yeah. Yeah, he totally could have got away with that. Well, long story short, I still haven't sent him an invoice.
Oh, damn, dude.
Yeah, I'm a total idiot. Yeah, so.
That's what
I tell you what,
people-
I love just emailing that shit. And be done
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. Well, he wants me to mail it to him.
Yeah.
Can you mail me an invoice? I'm like, don't you
Yeah.
have an... He's like, I really don't do email. And this guy's a doctor.
Yeah.
Why don't you, if you're gonna do that, why don't you just fucking hand deliver it to him and get your fucking check right there?
Yeah, I know. That's probably the right way to
Yeah,
do it.
is he
to be honest
local?
with you. Yeah.
Oh, that makes it easier.
But
That's
he's
I
like...
gotta be on.
He's on call, third shift, and like I fucking, our lives are different.
Yeah.
I'm fucking first thing in the morning, and he's the last thing at night. You know what I mean? So it's like running into this guy's gonna be hard as fuck. Just gonna mail it to him. I'm gonna actually, as soon as we get off of here, I'm gonna print it out and fucking put it in an envelope, and I'm gonna set that next to Damien's hat.
Yeah.
So it'll sit there for
So,
another
yeah,
couple of
yeah.
Dude, I have to say, now having Jobber for the extra couple months, my late payments are like almost zero now because you can send it through text or email, however they want it, and they can click pay right from. So like, nobody has like an excuse not to pay me now. It's like Google
Right.
Pay, Apple Pay, like
Yeah. I have
That's
QuickBooks.
nice.
Our QuickBooks is online now, which I kicked and screamed about, but it's so easy. Once you're in the system, like if I said I pull up Seth Byers residential window cleaning, $200, I put the date on there when I did the service, and then it says send and save. I click that, it brings up another page. It already has the email written up. Hey Seth, thanks for whatever. Attaches your invoice, and then it gives you a report when they open it, so you know, oh, I never got it, you opened it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's quick, but you have to set up every account like that.
totally forgot.
And once they're
I
set
gotta
up,
pay somebody. Somebody sent me the same thing. I'm like, fuck, I haven't paid that yet. I
Yeah.
just remembered I gotta do that. Sucks. But the QuickBooks one is pretty easy too, because like the
Yeah, it's
portal and
really
that's nice. Yeah, it's nice and easy.
I just didn't like it because I had used QuickBooks for 15 years. I knew how to navigate through it, and then everything completely changed. Everything. And my bookkeeper's like, quit kicking and screaming. She goes, I knew you were going to do this. And I'm like, nothing is here the way I wanted it to be. All your accounts are imported, everything. I go, there's no fucking home. Where's the home page? Here. Where's this? I'm like, this fucking sucks. Now I'm used to it, but they'll probably change it again.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm just not a fan of online because anybody can, I don't know if anybody can get in there. I'm sure there's firewalls and whatnot, but
Yeah, someone have to be pretty crafty to get into your shit.
yeah.
Way to go, TJ. That's nice, man.
Yeah, man, that's
Got
good.
14.
Yeah, I'm not even trying. I'm done nothing different except for just the fasting.
That's a pretty big something though. That's changing
Yeah,
how you eat.
Yeah,
big.
that and the Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Which is,
Just think if you cut out soda too.
Well, the Diet Dr Pepper's not going to do much.
there's absolutely 0 calories.
Oh,
0
true.
carbs. There's nothing in it. Like, absolutely nothing. I haven't even had one tonight, but...
Oh man. You think of it this way too. It's like even if you lost a half a pound a week for now till next year. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it can be that small, and you're like, cool, I lost like
Yeah, I'm not in
40,
no...
50 pounds.
I'm not in no rush to do anything. I just, I'm just doing it till it becomes a routine, and then it's just whatever.
Yeah, once it becomes a
'Cause
habit.
every
no
time
problem.
I do I'm not doing zero, I'm doing 0 sugar. I'm doing no bread. I always fuck around and gain back twice what I lost.
Right.
So this time I'm just gonna not eat at those times. You know what I mean? Like I have been, and don't not drink the soda. I'm not saying I haven't had any sodas. That'd be a lie. I'd be lying if I said that. But occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got on a soda
Soda
kick
here,
this summer,
soda
and I
there.
need to stop doing that.
It just all depends on like what we're eating. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean,
Nah.
Zane,
Nah,
you're
I
up.
mean,
Mountain Dew is fucking good. I don't care what anyone says. Cold can of Mountain Dew is.
well, that's my problem. Is in the summertime, people start putting fucking pops in cans and coolers, and there's nothing better than a can of pop that's been pulled out of an ice cold cooler. There's nothing better than that. I don't care what anyone says. The same way with beer in a can in a fucking cooler full of ice. Nothing tastes that good.
Oh,
You know
dude.
what I'm saying? It's really
A
difficult.
hot day after you worked all day, I don't care what anyone says, a Bud Heavy, it's fucking ice cold. You're like, I'll drink this in 2 seconds. This is so good. My favorite. Terrible. Oh, damn, Jacob. You're down 108 pounds? Insane. Lost like a human.
108 pounds.
Yeah, that's
God
nuts.
damn, dude.
Is on that sperm shake diet.
Sucking off all those dudes.
Oh shit! Zane ordered the fucking first Almost Famous t-shirt, man. That's super dope, bro. Did you use your discount code? You sure did. You bad MF for you. The Almost Famous shirt is the Wet 'em Willie Garbage Pail Kid dealio. Know what I mean? That's fucking cool, man. Cool,
Way to go,
bro.
Zane.
Way to go, Zane.
Oh, just talking about beer made me want to have one. I was like, I'm getting a beer.
Go to way, Zane. I mean, way to go. You have to, although you do need to, again, you need to somehow get me your address so I can send you a card. I'll put it right next to Damien's hat, so you make so you're sure to get it.
I was about to say, if you have Mike Nichols' address, just send it to his place. That's probably the address he's gonna give you anyway. So I'll just send it to you.
What? What'd you say?
I said he's probably just gonna give you Mike Nichols' address.
Why would he do that? You don't think he's got his own house?
Yeah, he has his own apartment, but
Dude, yeah, getting stuff delivered to an apartment complex is just asking for it to be stolen. Shake.
Shitty diet isn't as great as it sounds. A lot of eye shots. Gobbling that fucking gook.
You're interesting. Tell me more.
Jacob Dildo.
Jacob Deldo.
Jacob.
That's fucking
I like
great.
that one. That's a good.
Oh,
Jacob
man.
Dildo, the gobbledygooker. Oh.
That's fucking excellent. Who's that remind you of? That's raw chicken with some barbecue sauce in there. All they need is some peas on there.
What the fuck is that? Whose gross foot is that?
I don't know.
Why is it next to their
Yeah,
food?
that's fine, dude. Yeah, we also, I don't know if you have Discord, Zane, but there's also a Discord, a private Discord for Squeegee Life dudes too. So you can get on there and ask
Talk
questions.
shit about people.
Ask questions about how to be a good window cleaner.
What your soap formula is?
Yeah.
How often should you change your rubber?
Yeah. How often?
How
we
much
change
crazy
rubber?
Larrys do I squirt into my 6-gallon
Yeah, we
bucket?
have all of those trade secrets are in there, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where the best place to take a shit is during the day?
Yeah.
You gotta go to the poop store.
Yeah. That was something Seth was gonna fucking do, but never did.
Oh,
he was
I
gonna
totally
start
forgot
recommend
about that.
every week. Every week, Seth. Like once a month, Seth was gonna come in and tell us like what's the best place to take a shit.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start doing that.
You,
You know
gotta
they
do
actually-
it, dude.
Yeah, instead of one bite, like
Yeah.
everyone knows the rules. Like one poop, everyone knows the rules.
Hey, listen, dude. I'll even make an intro for you, so you have your own intro. You got short
Alright.
story long with Mark Tanner. We got fucking the tool time with Jacob, and then we got fucking where to shit with Seth Byers.
Yeah.
You know what
I'll
I mean?
give you the best. I'll give you the best times. Like
Yeah.
you know, it's this time
Yeah,
of
dude.
day.
I mean,
I'm
you
like,
got to do like a super serious review of where's the best place to take a dunk,
I
man.
used to have an app on my phone, and it's where you can rate, like where you go take a shit, you mark it, and then you type it in, and then you rate how it was.
Oh, dude,
call
the
it,
easiest is Home Depot before 8 a.m. Anything after that, a supermarket is probably your best bet. No one ever goes in the bathroom at a supermarket, so it's clean. No one's in there. You can take a
logging
mean
out,
shit.
logging out with Seth Byers.
Yeah, logging out.
No, one poop, everyone knows the rules, dude. You know what I mean? You guys ever seen the one bite pizza thing?
No.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Portnoy Barstool one where he's like one
Oh,
bite,
fuck
everyone
Dave
knows the rule.
Portnoy. That dude's a fucking turd.
He makes me fucking laugh.
I
like
can't
that guy.
stand that fucking dude.
He's a fucking dickhead. That's why he's funny.
He's a cunt.
Well, he's a Michigan guy too.
And he's a cunt.
The poo review.
Poo review.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll field questions now. You can ask me.
Yeah.
You guys
If
want to know
anyone,
about
if anyone has any questions on for spots to shit with Seth Byers, fucking Seth shit spot. Like, we need to come up with a good fucking name.
Call of Duty?
How about shitting with Seth? How about that, dude?
Shooting the shit. Shooting the shit with Seth. I do like the poo review though. That's pretty
Turd
good.
time with Seth Byers.
Stool time.
Stool time. Yes, dude, that's it, man. Stool
Oh,
time
yes.
with Seth Byers,
Stool
man.
time.
That's it, dude. That's the one, dude. I gotta
Dude, you gotta
fucking
make a
find.
killer intro.
Yeah, I gotta find where like a coil's getting dropped. You know what I mean?
Right.
You
Oh,
can
that's
just use
just-
the video of Mark sent.
Yeah,
put that-
no, I
edit
can't
that
do
in.
that, and I can't do that. I'm
Dude,
totally
we'll get
we'll
dropped
totally,
immediately.
we'll totally get kicked off of YouTube for that one, dude. Stool time with Seth Byers.
I like that one.
Oh man, dude, I'm totally so be
Dude, think
prepared
about the
next week.
casino thing that he has, and then it's just the turd emoji pops up, like all three
Yeah,
of
if
them.
you were able to make it all the
Yeah.
food emojis, that would work.
Hey, listen, man. So if you guys aren't here next week for the world premiere of Stool Time with Seth Byers, I don't want to hear no shit. That's all I got to say.
All right,
I don't want to hear
someone's
nothing.
got to give me a time of day and a time of week that you are interested in where you should go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I'll do that. I'll field the question. And I'll
So
Friday.
whoever's in the comments there, so what you want is someone to say what time of day and what else?
and the day of the week, because
Day-
that matters too.
Day of the week and time of day in the chat right there, and Seth will come up. That'll be the next week's review.
Yeah, you
The
can be
first time. This is a once a month segment.
Yeah.
Stool time with Seth Byers.
Have you been out drinking and you need a place to take a shit, bro? I got you.
Then
It might
if
take
you're-
over the podcast. The
If
Seth
you're gonna
Byers
go this
movement.
far, you might as well just go ahead and have your phone, but facing you while you're doing it and talking into the phone while you're dropping a dude.
So, anyways, this place is a good place to smash.
Then we can
I have
see
to
the
get
time.
one of Mark's farts to play instead of the fucking song for the Tool Time. We'll have to do Mark farts, like fucking.
I'll tell you the absolute worst place to take a shit
Where?
is the gym. Because
yeah.
everyone taking fucking pre-workout and just fucking blowing ass. It smells like baby shit. It's gross.
But you have shit in the gym before, haven't you?
100%. So, yeah, pre-workout and have to take a shit. But dude, they put it right next to the sauna, so you get out of this fucking sauna and you're like, oh my god, dude.
The old hot and creamies.
Oh,
It's in a very poor place.
Uh.
Taking a shit.
Reminds you of fucking cream of wheat.
Yeah, dude,
Except for it's brown.
this weird guy comes into the gym, only uses the sauna, and then shaves at the gym, and I'm like,
Aw,
what the
man.
fuck is this guy doing? Why
Like,
are you
fucking-
here? It's
if you
just
want-
weird.
If you want
He's in the
AIDS,
sauna,
if you want
meat
AIDS,
beating.
just say you want AIDS, dude. You don't have to try
Yeah,
so
he wears
fucking hard.
no shoes, in the bathroom area. I'm like, what
God.
the fuck, man? You gotta have some sandals or
This
something.
guy fucking doesn't care about life at all, does he?
Right?
Yeah, no. I think he's a teacher, I think.
Old
Bro.
Stool Time with Seth Byers, baby. Man, dude, the Tool Time with Jacob fucking might be fucking at jeopardy here, man. We're gonna have a duel, Mark.
Yeah.
Well, I won't have to write anything down. So we'll be
Stool
good.
Time versus Tool Time, man. This is gonna be rough, dude.
Right.
Whoa,
Can we at least-
bro.
Seth, you don't have to do video. Can we get audio?
Audio of me taking
A clip from
shit.
Home Depot. A clip from the Waffle House.
I'll record a boxer in there and be like, all right, you guys figure out a way to get this up on you. All right, guys, I'm in this bathroom right now.
Oh man, well I guess we'll do fucking Stool Time. I mean Tool Time with Jacob Williams here now. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Send it.
There you go, twat flap. I mean,
Yeah, well, yeah. Shut your meat curtains. All right. Well, I was going to talk about the new Zero aluminum rinse bar. It's wonderful. That's going in that's getting clipped. This was specially crafted. I'm just going to read off the fucking website, you know. This was made to attach to any 12-inch Zero brush. It mounts the brush block. It guarantees a consistent flow of water across the bristles. It's revolutionizing the rinsing process to be swift and effortless. See, it's crafted with lightweight aluminum, and this is a remarkable add-on and installs in a matter of seconds to enhance the functionality of your water-fed brush. The product highlights are it's compatible with any Zero 12-inch water-fed brush. It maintains consistent flow of water onto your brush. It's lightweight aluminum, and it's easy to install. So, if an aluminum rinse bar is something that you want and you've been looking for, make sure you go to one of Squeegee Life's previous videos and click the link that's in there, the affiliate link, and it'll take you to windowcleaner.com. Snag you a new Zero aluminum rinse bar or anything else you might need. Help support Squeegee Life. Show some love. You know how that is. And until next week, go fuck yourself. Until next week, we get to see Seth talk about shit.
Be pretty good.
Go back in
I'm
and
excited.
I'm about to get me a poo emoji and put it in there. So we have poo emojis on the
You
roller.
just put a certain person wearing slacks.
Poo slacks.
Old slackies.
Oh, poo slacks. Oh, poo slacks.
Tallywhacker.
Oh, Tally McWackerson.
What's up, Tyler Smith?
Hey, what's up, Tyler Smith?
Saw, dude.
Suh, dude. Suh, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Suh,
Anyone?
dude.
Anyone good? Any good summer plans? Anyone taking a break this summer? No.
Yeah.
No.
We're probably going to go to the Smoky Mountains, I think.
Nice.
Rent
Me
a
too.
house or something down there for a little while.
I think we're going to take a staycation.
Oh, yeah, cool. Those are cool, too.
You live near the beach. It's not a bad move, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get a condo and stay on like a couple days in a condo.
Nice.
Act like tourists. Take the kids to do stuff.
Right.
My son and
5 miles from
my
home.
girlfriend's daughter. Yeah, pretty much. Like, okay, we're over this shit. Let's go home.
Yeah. That's the only problem about being too close to home is you can just end it at any point. You're like,
Right.
screw this, I want to go.
Yeah.
Well, saw, dude.
Saw, dude.
I'm going to the Smoky Mountains too in August. I think the
Oh, yeah? When you going?
19th.
yeah?
Somewhere. I want to say it's like a 2-hour ride from Asheville, North Carolina. So I think like close to the Tennessee border or in Tennessee,
Cool,
Oh.
man.
something like that.
Cool, man.
Yeah, dude.
My friends have one of those timeshare things where you can.
Oh, cool.
So they have extra room and we get to go for free. So
Awesome.
Nice.
yeah, I'm all about the nice. Cheap
I wish I had those kind of friends.
Yeah, it's nice to have friends like that every once in a while.
Yeah. I'm looking at a place with an indoor pool. It looks
Nice.
cool. It's not a huge pool, but
It doesn't matter
it's
though.
something. Yeah, it's something.
Are you bringing like Uriah with you?
No, we're gonna leave him home by himself. What a fucking
Well,
dumbass
no, I'm just
question.
saying he's got 2 older sisters. I didn't know if it was just a you and Jen trip.
No.
Wasn't sure what it was.
My name's Seth
I didn't know
Bars.
if you're just going for some stabbing or for some
My name's
vacation.
Seth Bars. We go to the stabbing cabin for that. My name's Seth Bars.
Correct.
You like my mustache? Makes me gayer.
Oh, whatever. I'll see him get off my face quick.
Mm-hmm. What a nerd. What a fucking nerd Seth is.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. I do my best. I do
All
my
you can.
best. It's all you can do is your best. That's all you can do. Is your best.
We do have like the reverse facial hair going on right now.
Huh?
We have the reverse facial hair going on.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah,
Adds to the symmetry of the podcast.
it does. I'm picking up the slack.
Someone needs to. Like, combined, we have a sweet goatee.
Right?
No, it will not come in a Squeegee Life's Krispy Kreme box. This isn't Reach It. We don't fucking make special boxes for
Yeah,
shit.
you don't get a unboxing experience. You just get the product.
Gunswinger.
Oh,
Gunswinger.
it's like a
Gunswinger.
You don't get a cool.
What a fucking idiot. This guy sends out fucking like 200 pre-order gunslingers in a gunslinger box. What a fucking nerd. What a fucking idiot.
Gundam style.
That guy is, what a fucking cunt flap that dude is.
Little twaff waffle.
Oh, Twatty McWaffleson.
Yeah. So that guy sounds.
Oh, fucking Twatty McWatterson. Cunny McFlap. Oh, yeah, Jacob got that sweet ass tan going on. What a
That
fucking
farmer's
beast.
tan right there. Yeah, I like it. Jacob, let's be honest. You got to do the two fingers. In the
Ah, yeah.
hides in there like an oversized clip. You gotta push on my hips, get it to pop out.
You ain't going like this. You're going like this, motherfucker.
It's like popping a zit.
Yeah.
The sides, you get it to come out. Just kidding, Jacob.
Oh, Jacob.
I didn't even hear anything you said. So
Seth
Probably
was
pretty
hammering your fucking ass, dude. It was pretty good though. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that's a mean farmer stand you got there.
Yeah. That's almost as good as my farmer stand, dude. It's
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
good.
I got mine's based out, so I got some red up here. I'm fucking burnt myself Saturday.
Yeah,
Or
when
Tuesday,
I
I
go,
mean.
whenever we go to the pool or the beach or anything, I wear fucking long sleeves because I get fucking like here up.
So you get burnt?
No, I like get fucking like blisters and
Do
shit.
you get blisters and shit?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Insensitive.
You were a lot cooler when you had your sleeve around your head, dude. You messed up. You shouldn't have took that off, dude. You were way cooler before.
Jacob's buff.
I got another one. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you got it. Hey, listen, don't be fucking around. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, baby.
Rock a love Jacob
The
over here.
only way that the only way that would be better if there's a pit stain right there.
Yeah, right.
Big nasty pit stain.
You know what he's
going
gonna
to
use that sleeve for later anyway.
Yeah.
Working that salmon.
Salmon.
Simone.
Simone.
Yeah. Simone Miles.
That's a good idea. He said if he orders the Squeegee Life.
We just got done talking about how it wasn't a good idea, but please continue.
Oh, never mind.
Jacob's like, that look on Jacob's face.
Well, yeah, I wasn't fucking in here. My kid came in here. It's like, will you help me get my food? Because I cooked him dinner. We cooked him dinner. Then he went down there and ate a bite of it. Can I have it later?
Well,
Like,
he just
okay,
wants
whatever.
he wants to be YouTube famous, so he likes to interrupt every podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the past couple podcasts,
He
he
likes
has
to-
just randomly
He likes,
fucking open
hey
the
man,
door.
he just wants to be on the show, man.
And then
Cut
just-
the kid some slack. He wants to be cool like you, bro.
Yeah. He hears that tool time and he's like, man,
Yeah.
I can do a better job at this.
Yeah.
Like, let me fucking
I don't even know
argue.
anything about window cleaning.
Yeah, this guy don't know shit.
I know what's up.
I know what's up. This guy don't know shit.
He did ask me like if I'd buy him like a Boab and stuff like that. I bought
Mm-hmm.
him one, and he says he wants to start helping me and learn how to do it. So
Oh, yeah? That's
I think that's
cool.
pretty cool.
Uriah
That
has
is
no
sick.
interest in that. I'm like, you ready to work? He's like, no.
You're right. Go outside. I don't want to fuck.
What?
Dude, it's hot.
I'm sure.
Oh,
he'll
Uriah's
like-
always outside when it's hot. He's in the pool all the time. He's,
Oh, yeah. I forget you.
Yeah,
he's
I'm
in the
sure
pool
he'll
all the
go.
time.
Like he helps me, and it lasts like maybe 15 minutes, and then he's like, "Can I go to the truck?"
Yeah, they get bored. It's boring to them.
Yeah, it's boring.
How old is he?
9.
he's
Yeah, that's
still
about right.
Yeah.
You're born
Uriah's
till about
11. Uriah's 11. Once they get like 13, 14 years old, then they'll start, being at least a little interested in things.
But he'll help me and my girlfriend like go clean condos, and he helps like nonstop. Like he'll go and freaking like wipe counters down and all kinds of shit.
That's awesome.
But like, it's
Cool.
Yeah,
Well,
outside
nobody
clean
gives a
windows.
fuck about your family life, Jacob, so shut up.
yeah, man. I thought you were gonna say no one gives a fuck about your kid. I was about to say,
I'm kidding.
damn, son.
I'm kidding. That's cool though, man. That at least that he like, shows at least a little interest in what you do. That's, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Uriah's interested in it. He thinks the videos are cool. He thinks what I do with the squeegee on the pole is cool, but as far as standing out in the sun, I don't think he's ready for that yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he thinks it's cool.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, if I didn't have to do that, I wouldn't do it either.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta make money, so.
But you know what?
Right.
It's always good if they're interested to let them do something else first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Scott now is at a point. I have a Ford dealer, Ford and Lincoln. It's a pretty big job. I'll give it to Scott to do for his whole day. I'm like, do the office petitions, do the outside, touch up the inside, and he's been doing that dealership for 3 or 4 months. So they called and said that they were having a visit. Could we move the cleaning? And I go, oh yeah, I'll come take care of it. I went there to clean it, and I couldn't find the dirty window. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude. Now, like today, we went to Ferrari. He knows. Gets out of the truck, grabs his bucket, fills it up, gets the soap, goes inside. He knows what. I don't have to follow him, and I don't even check on him anymore. After that Ford dealer, I sat him down. I said, dude, I was over at that Ford Mercury dealer, and he's like, yeah. I go, fucking thing look great, man. You're doing a great job.
Hey, give him time. He'll give him time, and he'll perfect the old Tanner wash. He'll go run his wet washer on the fucking.
No, that was my dad.
The old Tanner wash. Make sure the sills are wet. Done,
My dad
son.
would get a boner wiping his sills, doing his door, collecting their money in front of him.
Yeah.
Right in front of him. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I would just sit there going.
It's not that your dad had giant balls or anything. It's just that's how fucking like disconnected people are.
Right.
When they're, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like totally disconnected.
I know,
Right.
could. There's some houses I could walk into, walk around, leave, and they would be like, "Oh, it's clean, good job." Like, you know what I mean? I have some customers, and it's like my own conscience gets in the way. I'm like, I can fuck off all day.
No, dude.
I did one today. I did I'm doing that big HOA, and this lady has got these completely fucking obnoxious holly bushes. You know what I mean? Those sharp fucking. I hate those motherfuckers. But these things are so fucking. I can't even get to them. So she'll pop. What she does is she pops the screens and pushes them, just pushes them out behind the bush. Yeah. So it was like 900 fucking degrees yesterday, and I fucking just grabbed the fucking screen by the corner and lifted it up and put it back in, both of them. I didn't even clean the window.
Yeah.
That's how fucking done I am. You know what I mean? Just finished. Finished. Like, I'm fucking finished with that bush. I'm done with it.
Well, and then I also I think the hardest part, the thing I respect
I said
out of
something
you too,
to
is
the.
like how often you work by yourself all the time, dude. If I work by myself for a week, fuck this thing. I don't care. I almost feel like
I'm not like, I don't do that like a whole bunch, but there's just certain.
do, yeah.
There's certain things that I'm just like, dude, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean? So I said something to the HOA president. I'm like, listen, man, this address.
Hey
right
guys,
here,
I gotta go. He's getting sick. He's like fucking puking.
Okay.
So,
all
right, Jacob. Have a good
all
night.
good.
Yeah,
Take it
I
easy,
hope
buddy.
he feels better, bud.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
bye.
Peace.
Later. Just leave it on. Just leave it on. Leave it on. Walk. Get out of the room.
Yeah.
Leave it on.
But there's no amount of fucking bushes that I wouldn't want to see cut down. Like, there's no. I mean, it'd be infinite bush takedown, and I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
Never bushes again. But yeah, I had to say something to him, like, listen, man, we gotta do something about these bushes. I'm just done with it. He's like, what's the matter? I was like, there's just no. I mean, how am I gonna get in there to clean that?
Right.
I was like, that's just, He's like, yeah. And then he's like, can you show me what you're talking about? And I walked over and he's like, well, how do you even get in there? I was like, exactly. I'm tired of my legs getting all sliced and diced the fuck up. I'm done with it. I was, for a short time, what I was doing was I would set the screens against the bush and then lean against the screens and fucking, you know what I mean? Not like try to break them, but it used the screens as a barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just now there's like 6 inches, if that 4 inches of fucking space between those bushes and the wall. It's just like, dude, just cut them. The fuck, just cut the back of those bitches. Nobody even sees that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I used to have an office part
Fucking
where
stupid.
it had a window and then a hedge and then another window,
Uh-huh.
and then they put that that blow-in mulch with a big
yeah.
hose.
Yes.
Dude, it's like this high
And
up on the glass.
they fill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
like,
not,
guys, like
no,
you didn't
dude.
clean behind the bushes. I go, fuck that, man.
Yeah.
I'm not putting my equipment in that. I go,
Yeah.
you got to get a guy that can put. They need to rake that shit away from the glass. I'm not
Right.
dealing with that.
Right.
No, yeah,
Well,
it's like
that's what's wild is this HOA that I'm doing right now. They were doing that. They did that for a couple of years where they were blowing the mulch in.
Yeah.
And it would the dust, the fibers would blow through the fucking screens, and it'd be like this tall in the windowsills.
Yep.
And the dude's like, he goes, well, the windowsills are dirty. I'm like, they're blowing mulch in on them, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I gave you a price for cleaning the windows. That's not fucking getting in with a toothbrush and a shop vac and getting blown mulch out of the fucking window. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that,
yeah, if
dude.
you're gonna let someone do subpar work and then you're gonna force it on me.
Well,
to
that's
fix
what I
it?
told him. That's what I told him. I was like, you got this guy coming in doing the job half-assed, and you want me to come in, do my job perfectly, and fix his work. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Like half the time too, it's like, or if like someone calls me like, oh, I just got my house painted. I'm like, listen, here's the regular price, but like I know what this shit's gonna look like.
What's crazy about that is I got a restaurant right that I do once a week, right on a marina, and it's been in videos before, but they had the whole place fucking painted on the outside, and I get there. And it is fucking got paint splattered all fucking over it. And where the paint ain't splattered, it's a fucking like tinted white mist all over everything.
Yep.
And I walk in, I hand them the invoice for that week, and they pay cash, so it's not a bad job. But I was like, I'm not doing the inside of this. That's what I'm thinking to myself in my head. I said to myself, I was like, you're out here scraping all this fucking paint off these windows. I'm not doing the insides. Well, he called me. He's like, hey, did you do the insides this week? I was like, no. And he's like, well, I paid you to do the insides this week. I was like, no. What you did was you paid me to do the outsides and scrape the fucking paint off the windows.
I spent more time scraping than I would have.
So I told him, I was like, I was here 45 minutes longer than I normally am, and I did you a favor by not charging you for that, and just scraped the windows on the outside, got all the paint off, and skipped the inside. He's like, oh, okay, well, I'll see you next week. I was like, yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Yeah. It's crazy, like, the shit you would put up with in your 20s and early 30s, and then just by going like, hey, man, I'm not going to do that. Like, when you're younger, you think, like, someone's going to flip out.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy, like, when you're like, I'm not willing to do this.
Well, it's not so much willing, it's just the fact that you've been fucking stepping on your dick for 20 years, and finally you're like, you know what, I'm not fucking, you've learned your lessons.
Right.
Yeah.
You've learned after 20 years in the service industry that nobody really gives a fuck if you go the extra mile or not. It's just a fact of the matter.
Yeah,
I don't care. You could talk about how leaving them wet, like that fucking one dude. I don't know what the guy that does YouTube occasionally and Facebook, and I don't know. He's always got fucking headphones on, but he's always kind of talking about things of that nature, like doing this and doing that, an extra mile, and for what? I've found that most people, they will find a way to pay less if they find it. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as credit on good deeds done for customers. You know what I mean?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Dude,
They
20 years ago,
might bend the knee after you guys go back and forth in a conversation about it, like this guy did about the paint, scraping the paint off the windows. But his first reaction was, "You fucked me over." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, dude.
He didn't even think about the mess that you cleaned up.
No, and
I
on
would
top
have
of all that,
inside.
well, and that's the thing, and the thing is this, is that he didn't even fucking, he's so disconnected from his business that he didn't even fucking realize that he paid some painter guy to come fucking paint his house, the building and the windows. You know what I'm saying?
They're all like, they don't.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
We
he just saw. He thought there was some. was slighted, he thought, in some way. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, no, man, I scraped all that paint off your windows.
Yep.
Yeah, I gave you your money's worth.
Yeah. And then I went there this week, and the manager of the place, he's like, hey, man, thanks for getting all that paint off of there. I was like, yeah, it kind of fucking sucked, but yeah, no problem. I was like, I didn't do the inside. He's like, well, he goes, I get it, man. He goes, you were out there a lot longer than you normally are.
Right.
And he's like, I seen what you were doing. He goes, the painter made a mess. He goes, I tried to tell him, you know.
I scheduled houses because of that. Like, I've gone, saw the paint, and I go, you guys shouldn't be paying for this. Like, I'll give you a bill for what it's going to be to scrape the paint off. I'm like, give that to your painter. And do not let them come and scrape this because they will fuck your glass up.
Yeah, they will.
They're going to dry scrape it. I'm like, send the bill to them. And, like, if they confirm to do it, then I'll come do it. But, like, that's unacceptable. Like, I've come to houses, you paid for this? I'm like, this is terrible. I'm not trying to spend 2 extra days here scraping all this bullshit off your glass for free. Like, I'm not doing it.
Right.
Well, it's like when I used to have a bigger route, and it was back in the 90s. For some reason, everyone in South Florida decided around Christmas they're going to paint holiday. There was like 2 or 3 companies running around with the artists. You know, I mean, they paint nice. They paint Santa Claus. They paint, and I was like, around October every year, I would have it on my invoice for October. As of this date, all holiday paint removal is $20 a window. Okay, and then I had like people slow down. Then I'd get there and it'd be painted up, and it'd be like January, and I'm like, what's up? Oh, the guy that painted it is coming back. I go, he ain't coming back. You pay him? I go, did you pay him in full? Yeah. I go, then he ain't coming back.
Yeah.
If you paid him half and then the other half when he scraped it, he'd be back. So then I'm like, it's $20 a window, and they're like, oh, that's crazy. And I'm like, it's a mess. I drag that shit with me all day long.
Yeah.
All day long.
Not me.
Now, I used to have a guy who was a donut shop, right?
I squirt them bitches.
Oh, I bring a hose and rinse
Yeah,
it away, but
squirt
it's still
them
a
bitches,
mess.
yeah, fuck
if
that.
you can get a hose hooked up. But he would be like, okay, take the Easter bunny off, leave the grass. And I'm like, dude, that's not the $20 deal where I have to remove only the bunny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And leave the grass because he's going to come but Santa Claus or whatever. It's fucking ridiculous. I hated that.
Right.
But I have one last year I had someone spray Christmas, you know, the snow. Here that canned snow bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know, I got a complaint like January or February. My wife goes, hey, such and such just called. They said you haven't done the inside. And I'm like, well, how do they know? And she goes, because they still have spray snow inside. And I'm like, they sprayed that shit inside the windows? Fuck.
Yeah, no chance. 0 chance of doing that anymore. I'm like, nah. There's just certain things I don't fuck with. Like, I'll see people I've talked to for years that I've done work for. I'm like, hey, man, like, I'll still wool these windows this year, but I'm like, you need to get your sprinklers fucking adjusted. Like, I'm not doing this every year, and I'll show up and they have it, and I'll be like, it's not going to come out the way that you want it to. Like, I'm not scrubbing the shit off every year I come. I'm like, you're either going to have to get this fixed or find a new window cleaner.
Right.
This is not for
I
me.
have one like that I still do, and the dude was always complaining, like, the windows got spots on them. I don't know. I'm like, listen, bro, it's hard water from the sprinklers. You want not spots on your windows, go out and fix the fucking sprinklers,
Right.
Mr. Maintenance fucking man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know nothing about sprinklers. You can't get that out there? Like, I can. $25 a window. He's like, there's 170 windows on this building. There you go. That's what it's going to cost you, $25 a window.
Right.
I was like, you could do it a la carte if you want. You know what I mean? But that's what the fuck it's going to be. Because that shit needs polished off. It is fucked. You know what I mean? I did 2 windows for him. It probably took me 10 minutes a window. However, you know, there's a lot. There's over 100 windows on this fucking building. You know what I mean? It's a fucking. What's nice about it is it's all walk up. You can walk right up to it, and it's not high in the air. You know, I have to use like a 2-foot step ladder to get to the top of it. You know what I mean? But only because I need an extra 6 inches. But I mean, this shit came right off. But he's like, it's weird to me that those windows that you did are the only ones that look good when you clean them. I was like, that's because all that shit was taken off, dude. Like,
Right.
I don't know what's so weird about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
You know, where people just don't get it, man. It's like, we have a lot of HOAs here that, like, are built in, like, wooded areas, so they're all on well. like all the irrigation is.
Yep.
So I end up doing a ton of rust removal for them,
Yeah.
like all the sidewalks, the walk-ups, and they're shocked when they get the price for it. I'm like, if you guys would just put fucking filtering systems in here, you wouldn't be paying the fucking $3,000 for me to come do, I don't know, 10,000 square feet of fucking sidewalk
Right.
every 9 months.
Right.
Like, this is stupid. I'm like, if you had just done it and bit the bullet on it, and then you get people like, well, some of it's not coming up. I'm like, look at this shit, dude. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's porous concrete. Like, I can only make it look so good. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
there's,
Yeah, there's
I'm
only
not-
so much acid you could put down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like this isn't magic. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like
Right.
Right.
it's only it's crazy. Like HOAs will spend crazy money getting this work done. Where I tell them, I'm like, in 12 months, all this is back.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
it isn't even HOAs. I had a building north of me, the whole first floor. We charged them $7,500. It's the one that's in the Nanovations video. If you've ever seen Nanovations video where we're polishing up the glass, they didn't want to pay for Nanovations. We did one window as a sample so Nano could make a video. We did the first floor. 3 years later, they call me back. And they're like, we need you to do the first floor again. So I show up. It's worse this time. And I'm like, you know what? I go, I'm not a sprinkler guy, but it seems, I go, it's going to be like $7,000 this time to fix this. I'm thinking for a lot less than $7,000, you could have these fucking sprinklers fixed. You know, and they're just looking at me. And I'm like, they're like, well, our window cleaner, because it's like a 5-story building. And he said to me, you know, I always say, hey, why not use me to do the maintenance here? Who better than that could fix the stain? And they're like,
Right.
well, based on your price for the restoration, it would be insulting if I told you what we paid to do the building, so I'm not even going to ask. And I'm like, I left it at that. But I'm like, this is going to be like $7,000. I'm thinking, like, for a couple grand, you could fix these. I go, the sprinklers are literally pointing right at the fucking windows every day. You know, those big white halos everywhere. I'm like, I didn't even want to fucking do it.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like a
you know
waste
that
of
job
money.
I took you to where we did the polishing video at?
Yeah.
They had all new windows put in that
Really?
building, and not in the areas where we were. Those
Yeah.
are still the same windows, but all
Yeah.
the residence windows are all changed. They had a company come in and tuck point and then seal the building. Those windows are fucked with
Yeah.
fucking sealer. Fucked with sealer.
Yeah.
Well, I cleaned all the windows, and he's like, man, these windows got spots all over them. I don't think that thing's working the way you said it was going to. And I was like, I'm actually like 5 minutes down the road. If you want to meet me out front, we can like go somewhere and you can show me what you're talking about. And he takes me around there and he's like, oh, look at this. So I get my washer and my scraper and my, get loaded up, and I clean the window right in front of him. And I said, now look. And he's like, well, they're still there. I was like, exactly. I was like, it's not the pure water machine that's doing that. You guys had that restoration company come in, tuck point the building, and then spray masonry sealer all over it. And they not only did they spray masonry sealer on the brick, but they got it all over your brand new fucking windows.
Yep.
And he's like, so what's that going to cost to get off? And I was like, I gave him, I gave him a price. I gave him $25 a piece of glass, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he just looked at me. He's like, that's a lot of money. I was like, well, you could always back charge it to them.
Right.
He's like, are you saying it's their fault? I said, yeah, I'm saying it's
course
their
it's
fault.
their
I was like,
fault.
that's brand new glass, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, the scraper's not taking it off. That's going to have to be polished off the glass, man.
Yep.
He's like,
Yeah.
you got to be kidding me. I was like, no, I am not, dude. He said they said they were going to cover it. I was like, does it look like any of this was covered to you? And he's like,
Right.
no, it doesn't. I was like, sorry, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I went to a job. I did some scratch removal for a construction company that does high-end homes.
Uh-huh.
And that company has learned a lot because they called me up and said, they gave me an address, dude. This is like a $70 million estate, brand new. They've been working on it 2 years. And it's big windows with stone archways around them.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, and they had, some of the windows have blue max and some of them don't. And the guy goes to me, look, I go, first of all, how long's that blue max been up? And he's like, that stuff's been up 6 months. I go, it's in the sun. It needs to come down. And he goes, well, they said a year. I go, not in South Florida, dude. And he's
Right.
like, okay. He goes, here's what I want to do. I want you to pull it. I want you to clean behind it. And I'll put the blue max back up. He goes, okay. And he goes, now here's the real problem. And just like you said, sealer haloed around every fucking window. He goes, I knew these guys would destroy the windows if I let the painters do it. He goes, these are like fucking $2,500 a door.
Right.
He's like, how much? I go, it's going to be 200 an opening. And he goes, I got like 15 openings. I go, 200 an opening. We did it in a day and a half, but I was like, at least now I'm like, dude, how does your masonry, your masonry guy that cuts that beautiful stone come here with a pump sprayer full of something and just get it all over the place?
Right.
I go, how do you
Will
allow
Nanovations prevent that sealer from sticking to the glass?
I believe it probably would.
That'd be an interesting test.
Yeah, I've never. I think it would.
It'd be very interesting. I got this one window at a bank, right down the street from me that I do all their banks in the county.
Yeah.
And they have this one window that for whatever reason they just refuse to have anybody do anything with, and I'm like Seth, tired of fucking dicking with this hard water stains. So I got the Nanovation kit from windowcleaner.com, and I got the window, all the shit off the window, and then I sealed it. I felt like it was a perfect test, and it is fucking works like a charm. I just hit it with my walnut pad, shit comes right off.
You know what's funny is I love to do it to half a window, like the lower half.
Oh, yeah.
And then, dude, even if you just use soap and squeegee, it's a huge difference.
Now, you remember those ones I did in front of the waterfall?
Yeah.
We actually went there to eat like 6 months ago.
Now,
and
you lost that account, right? It sold?
Yeah, they sold and someone else took it over. But there's only one window that looks good there, and that's the Nanovations window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not surprising, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's...
Well, I mean, that stain still goes to the glass, but you can tell that you could tell by the way the rest of the windows look that it's the only one that was treated. It's plain as day.
Yeah.
But, I'm sure that one comes super clean, and the guy that's cleaning it was like, man, why does this one window come clean so easy?
Yeah.
And the rest of them, you got to fucking scrape
down. Yeah, you
down.
hit that part of the glass is like a new rubber.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Well, it always baffles me, though.
I should have drew a dick in Nanovations on that bitch.
Right.
It's like, pay me. It's just like, pay
Just
me
a
in
big,
Nanovations.
giant donger.
It's always impressed. Like, I have one HOA that like listens to me. I'm like, hey man, you're not gonna have to spend all this money if you do this, this, and that. And we've done some. I got them in touch with someone who put in a system for their well, so that it takes all the iron out. We have like really high iron content here. And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, we haven't had you back for the rust removal. Like, yeah. It's like that's your problem. It's
worth it.
Iron.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird. Like when you listen to me, that like it doesn't work.
Yeah. You wouldn't believe you wouldn't believe what the guy that cleans windows knows about cleaning windows. You wouldn't know. You'd be amazed at what I know about cleaning windows.
We have a rust company here that I've seen them for years. They have little S10 or Ranger type pickups, and they go around spraying sidewalks all day. And I'm sure they're, buying an industrial strength rust remover.
And they're just buying 50-pound bags of oxalic acid. That's all.
Whatever it is, I never asked, but on one occasion they went to the customer on an office park that I cleaned, and they sprayed that shit all over white frames that had orange rust and calcium on it, and fucking wrecked the glass.
Ooh.
And I'm like, and these guys run around with pump sprayers. I'm like, you would think a company this size, been around as long as they have, would have like a skid in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like a soft wash system for that chemical. Because they all run around pumping just regular Roundup sprayers, pumping and spraying that shit everywhere. Iron in Florida is really bad as well.
Right.
Yeah,
really
it's all
much
about
here.
who you have working for you that knows what's
don't
going.
see that very often around here. Occasionally you'll see that. Most of what we got is really bad, like sulfur water. You know what I mean? You got a lot of sulfur in the water around here.
Yeah, I think it depends on where your wells are, right? Like, so we're all granite, so it's all iron, copper.
And this is limestone around here, so.
Yeah, so sulfur makes sense. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
I try to sell to some of my customers who like live on the beach. They're like 3 days after you're done, like everything's covered in salt and shit. I go, oh yeah, you live on the water. Like,
Right.
Like going to WCR, buy yourself like a fucking DI resin tank and just hose the windows down once in a while. I'm like, that's a little bit better than nothing.
Right.
Dude, you know
what I
that that house that I've sent you pictures with the big skylight on the ocean that I do every week. The house manager comes to me with this canister and like a spray nozzle, like you would rinse things with, and it sucks it up in there. And I never seen this stuff for the marine industry called Salt Away, and it's like a blue, looks like Dawn. It's blue, and he's like, they say it's safe on glass, and I'm like, well, we'll give it a try. And I gotta tell you, dude, the problem is rinsing it takes forever because it's real foamy.
Right.
But that shit just knocks. I mean, it just fucking melts away. It's made for boats. I think you rinse like yachts with it, and then rinse it with pure water, and you're good to go. And so I looked it up, and it's expensive to use, but for certain things like that,
maybe a time saver that'll make you money. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it all matters too. Like, you find that niche, that customer that wants that. You know what I mean? We're like, hey, I spent $5 million on my fucking house in the ocean. I don't want it to be all trashed.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's kind of nice to be able to be like, hey, I can do this for you.
Well, it's like anytime I had a house on the water, on the ocean. The wife was like, this is our first waterfront home. And I go, okay. She goes, well, we have a house on the water, but it's freshwater. I go, let me tell you something. And all she does is complain. She's like, every time I turn around, they're having to fix hinges. The lamps, it just eats everything up.
Right.
They had these shutters with these cast aluminum levers that you turn and you can close the shutter. Those things, they bubbled up. I'm like, if you don't rinse this stuff down every day, it just goes to shit overnight.
Right. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's the tough part about being on the ocean. And then, like, you got, like, with TJ and all the mayflies and, like, just being on the lake has got to cause havoc on certain situations. You know what I mean? Like, I do pond houses, and I'm like, this fucking sucks.
We get sand burn here. Like, the windows are sandblasted.
Oh yeah.
Like we get those northerly winds for like 3 fucking months straight, blowing onto these fucking little beach cabanas and shit on the chaussee and shit like that. It's like literally sandblasting, like frosting the glass. It's fucking crazy, dude.
There's nothing you can. That's not.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
I had a guy who was super smart. This Russian dude. He had this local window cleaning company down the street build him all these plexiglass like lock-ins for the winter. You know what I mean? He's got like the 4 bolts. He just pops them in for all the lower windows.
Right.
I'm like, dude, like you saved this glass.
Oh yeah.
With this shit. You know what I mean?
That's what I got. One of my customers. He's like, hey, is there anything you could do about this? And I'm like, dude, that shit's sandblasted. He's like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, that is sandblasted. He's like, no way. I'm like, yeah, dude. So he's like, well, what do I do? I was like, you're gonna have to replace the glass, but if you do replace the glass, I'd get something to put over those windows while you're gone in the wintertime.
Yep.
And he did. He finally got storm shutters, like where he could just like pull them on and off during the off season, and he's had not a problem since.
Yep.
He's like, you were right. I was like, I know I was right. He goes, but now I got to paint my storm shutters every summer.
Yeah,
because it literally
let them take the brunt of it.
It blows the paint right off those. It's
crazy.
Super crazy. You wouldn't think it, but that
it makes sense though. You get 40, 50 mile an hour winds constantly blowing all that sand against the glass. It's like,
I mean, and this is right. This is right on the lake shore, and that wind coming across the lake from Canada. You know what I mean? It's really. I mean, it just rips that shit up, man. Tears shit up, dude.
Yeah.
Eat a flag, fucking. It just destroys shit.
Yeah.
And all the most of them have composite decking now, but all the old wooden decks are still out there, like super smooth. You know what I mean? From the sand beating the piss out of them all the time. It's like a sander, dude. It's crazy. Yeah. But you wouldn't expect it, but that's like a thing, dude. It's really weird. When I first seen it, I was like, what the fuck? And I ran my washer across it, and I'm like, well, maybe this is just like hard water or whatever. So I ran my scripper, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
This ain't coming off.
The first time I ever saw it, we had a small hurricane come through. It was about 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And I went and washed it, and I'm like, what the fuck happened here? And it was just hazed everywhere.
Right.
And the homeowner come out, I go, there's nothing we can do with this. I go, that sand was hitting here at 80 miles an hour. I go, there was no protection.
Right.
Even tarps.
Tear
Even
'em
a
up.
tarp.
Oh, it'll blow through the tarp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. It's. I had a lady try to sue me 2 years ago for the same thing. We had a windstorm come in here about 100 miles an hour for about 6 hours, and this lady's like, "Well, you cleaned my windows last week, and all my windows are pitted." And I'm like, "Well, we just had a 100-mile-an-hour storm, dude." So she fought. I had to go out with an adjuster, and he must have been. He came up for the hurricane because there's a lot of adjustments. All the trees came down, and I'm trying to explain to him. I go, like, look at this glass. I'm like, this isn't scraper. And I'm like, you're not from around here, are you? He's like,
Yeah.
No, I'm from Pennsylvania. I go, all right. Let's say I blow 100 miles an hour with this leaf blower and blow sand directly into this glass for 6 hours. What do you think's going to happen?
Right.
I go, look at the markings here. I'm like, go to any house on this whole stretch, and you're going to see the same exact thing.
Yep.
Right.
And yeah, man, I had to fight for like almost a year to not have to pay this lady out.
Well, glass is made out of silica, and what is sand? Silica. So
Well-
glass scratches, glass eats up glass.
People are
I felt
fucking
stupid
idiots, dude.
explaining. I'm like, I have to explain your job to you. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're an adjuster. I'm like, you should not want to pay out for this. Like, maybe you should know a little bit about your job before you
Right,
do it
right.
like that.
Well, if you're gonna send out someone to adjust something like that, that's, I mean, you really gotta watch. You really gotta watch what you're doing, because you could really fucking ruin somebody with a dipshit fucking adjustment. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, dude,
Right.
yeah. I had to go out there with him, and he's like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, I don't know. Watch a hurricane video of sand hitting glass, and then you tell me what do you think happened. I'm like, they're 20 feet from the ocean. Like,
Yeah.
we had 100-mile-an-hour winds coming here. See all the trees are gone behind their house?
Right,
What do you
right.
think happened? Like, you got bigger fish to fry, my friend.
Yep.
But it's just, yeah, it sucks having to, like, educate people on stuff that seems basic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, this is annoying. Like, I'm not paying someone $10,000 for their windows from
Well, you know what
19
it is, Seth? Believe it or not, that probably took an hour to 2 hours out of your day, plus the hassle of you getting, they're going to
Yeah.
tell you they're going to
She
sue
wanted
you.
20 grand.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I'll
Fuck
waste the 2
off.
hours, dude. I'll waste the
Right.
2 hours.
Yeah, fuck you.
Right.
You tried to
but
write me a
still.
bad review, and I was like, listen, I'll put receipts up, and I'll put receipts up in next door how you found me about what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to work for you.
Yep.
So, we had adjusters come out. We had everything. We went through the courts. But it sucks when you have to explain. I'm like, how do you think this is a scraper? One, we didn't scrape it, and two, this is not consistent with that
It just
type of damage.
irritates me how fucking ignorant people are when it comes to things like that.
Especially when people are trying to fuck you. That's
Yeah.
like the whole thing. Like, I did it a week before the storm. You didn't say anything. And then
Right.
after the storm, you think your glass is going to be...
Yeah, all of a
like,
sudden.
dude, what are you, fucking out of your mind? Yeah. Like, knows how it's not upstairs, but it's down here. So you think I only scratched the first floor glass of your house.
I had one 2 weeks ago. A little hair salon, 2 windows, a transom, and a door.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked up the whole. It's a little 3-story office park, and the first floor is retail. And the manager calls me, and she goes, "I got a tenant that's just screaming at me for spots on the windows. Can you come by and at least try to tell me what happened here?" So I go, "I'm usually pretty good about figuring it out. So yeah, I'll meet you there." So I go there, and the lady that owned the hair salon, complete bitch. I mean, she walks out with her nose in the air, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I go, "I'm here to address the stains on your glass." She goes, "Well, I don't know what you think you're going to do with this." And I go, "Ma'am, I'm here to help you." Just like I go, "I'm here to help you." I go, "There's my truck right there. I'll get in my truck and leave, and you can live with this. You called and complained. Management called me. I'm a glass restoration specialist. Do you want me to help you?" She goes, "Okay." Well, her store has a canvas awning like every other one, and I'm looking around. The building manager, the property manager comes out and says to me, she told me that when we had the awnings cleaned, those stains showed up. And I go, "Okay." And I said, "But there's nothing in an awning cleaner that would do that to glass. Awning cleaners are usually neutral pH." I go, "It's not going to do that." So the lady goes, "Don't tell me it showed up after the cleaning." I go, "Okay, what else I'm seeing is here, you're the only storefront that has carved stone between the awning, so above the door, and transom is stone, right? Like cultured stone."
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I go, "You're the only one that has that stone,
Mhm.
and you're the only one with these problems." And she goes, "Yeah." And I go, "So here's what I'm thinking happened. someone did an acid wash on that stone to brighten it up, and then I see her face change because she knew I fucking nailed it. What somebody did was they acid washed the stone. They didn't rinse it out. When the awning cleaning guy came by, because the management said he uses a pressure cleaner, but low pressure just to haul the water around. He sprays, awning cleaner on there and he rinses it down. I go, so what happened is all that acid was left in the stone. He rinsed the underneath of the awning. It got wet and ran down on the glass. I go, all these are streaks from above. That's the only thing it could be. Mm-hmm. So she says, no, you're wrong. It was the awning cleaner, because she knew she was on the hook because she paid the guy to do the stone cleaning. And I go, if that's true, then everybody else, and I have customers on the first floor, mm-hmm. I go, everybody else would have this problem. You're the only one with stone and the only one with and it's a chemical burn. So, matter of fact, the property manager called me. So I priced it at $100 a window, $200 plus the transom and the door. I charged it it was like $350. She goes, well, I go, what's going on with that? And she goes, we have a big problem because she's laying the blame on us. Mm. We basically told her all the facts that you pointed out that really make sense. Mm. Okay. And right now we're at a stalemate. She's telling us she's not going to pay rent unless it's fixed. And we're telling her it's not our responsibility, because it's actually not, because it's outside the store. We only take care of the inside of the store. So right now it's a battle. And I said to her, ma'am, I'm going to tell you this. I'll do it for you because we've worked together for a while. But this is a person that's never going to be happy at this point. Everything I do, she's going to pick it apart anyway. She's got a transom this big with the address, like the sticker address. I go, that has to come off. And she's like, why? I go, unless you want me to polish around it. I go, it's not. I have to take all the lettering off that, mm-hmm. and then your sign right here, I got to take it off. Mm-hmm. You can't polish around it. I go, no. It's vinyl. What's going to happen? It's just going to freaking blow off.
People are so fucking they're just so unreasonable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
basically,
so
she got caught. She wanted them to pay for the mistakes she made, and she probably didn't know that there was a lot of acid left up in that stone, because that's how you clean stone, is you acid wash it, and they never rinsed it off, and it activated when it rinsed on.
Man, whose fucking shit is that? Somebody's back feeding into the podcast.
Is it me?
Yes.
All quiet here. Yeah,
it's always the only dude that never wears fucking headphones, and he's like, "Is it me?"
That's why I'm asking. You said someone.
Hey, do you think that we wear these headphones because they look cool or something? Fucking.
No.
I mean, it's too late now. We've already done the whole show. You do every show without them. It's just occasionally you gotta adjust your volume.
Yeah, I just turned it down a little bit.
Yeah. It's always you.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. You never wear your headphones. Hey Seth, you want headphones? Yeah, I've already got some actually. Well, I'm never gonna wear them, but I have them right there. Right.
I always forget to plug
it's all
them in.
Good, bro. It's all good. I don't want to be like the nagging fucking wife. You know what I mean? Like, make sure you got your headphones on. I don't want to do that, dude. Yeah. So. If you're not wearing them, I figure Seth just doesn't like headphones. You know what I mean? It doesn't match his fucking porn stash. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I can't fuck around with this thing. I mean, it's a persona, my guy. Right? What am I supposed to do?
That's fucking great. Oh. Yeah, man. It's fucking sticky and fucking slimy and fucking hot here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I might fucking get my entire ball bag out and go float around in my pool. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I hear you, man.
A little night swim.
It was too hot tonight or today. By the time I was done working outside, I'm like, dude, I don't even want to go in my pool. It's I just want to sit in the AC, eat a sandwich, and fucking fall asleep for 45 minutes.
Right. I like doing the pool and then getting out and showering and then fucking laying in the AC. It's wintertime at that point. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's the best, man. That's a great feeling.
Yeah, it's over, dude,
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow will be definitely night swimming. I'll just jump in before bed, swim around, take a shower, and pass.
Play with some boobies, maybe?
Oh, hell yeah, man. Yeah, well, our 2-year anniversary is on Sunday.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so you got to get them. You got to get those flotation devices out, cuz you know what I
Bring the
mean.
ladies out.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You got to go in, get in the pool, and pretend you're drowning and shit, and she's your lifeguard. You know?
Yeah.
Your wiener stuck in the jet. Come
Yeah. Oh,
help me.
help me! My wiener's stuck.
Oh hell.
Help me! Help me!
In resuscitation from a
Yeah.
dick hole.
Yeah. So you gotta tell us, has Christine got any of those stories where someone slipped on a shampoo bottle and impaled themselves or anything like that? Because
It's
like-
a lot of fucked up shit. ICU is a weird fucking floor, man. Like,
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, a lot of
What
people
she
were like-
sees is probably not fucking worth talking about. You know?
She's told me like a day's worth of something, and I'm like, that's fucking gross.
Like what Mark wants to know is how many gerbils has she removed from asses? That's
Well,
really
yeah,
what she
I
wants.
do need to ask her that. I've never asked her that. She's
Like,
had a
have
lot
you
of
ever
people,
had to
like,
pull anything like weird out of someone's butthole? You
They've
know?
had
You
to
know?
fucking. She gets a lot of old guys with fucking inverted dicks. You literally have to push down like to get a catheter in. Like
Oh.
they're 80 and they have it. They got so fat that they like
Right.
can't. And so they have to have like two nurses like hold the gut up and like push down to get a catheter in there.
now I know nurses make good money, but there is no
Oh my
amount of money
God.
that's getting me interested
Yeah,
in it.
I think
Listen,
I think you
dude.
got to be cut from a certain cloth, man. Like
Yeah.
I just think
Yeah,
you have to be like, I
that's-
want to help people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's someone's grandpa.
Even,
That's
even
somebody's
if that
husband.
even if that means pushing out an inverted wiener, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, she's had to reach in and pull people's stool out of their ass, like do some
Uh-huh.
weird shit, man. Yeah, they're gonna die if they don't get it out. So it's like,
Sweet.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'd be like,
Sweet. If I ever get
Like,
fucking,
call
if
the
I ever get
crematorium.
constipated again, I'm calling Christine. Like, hey man, can you pull this turd out of my ass?
Poop out of my ass.
Hey,
Yeah,
I got poop stuck
told
in
her,
my
I go,
ass.
if any of those two things ever happen to me, like let me walk into the woods like a dog and just die.
Yeah, hey,
Right.
listen,
It'd just be over. For
let me be a soldier about this shit. I'm just gonna go eat a fucking bullet. If I have an inverted dick,
Yeah.
just shoot me. Don't
Yeah.
push it out. Don't fucking push the button so my dick shoots out. Just fucking shoot me.
Yeah, she told me the number one cause of it is like obesity. It's like there's random cases where people have it. She's like,
I'm
"There's
doubling
mostly
down.
fat
I'm
people."
doubling down on my diet, man. That's it. I'm doubling down on my
Yeah,
diet. I don't
honestly, it
want.
motivated me. She's like, listen, these
Last
are the
thing I
problems
want
that
is an
fat
inverted
dudes get.
penis.
I'm like,
Yeah,
"Alright,
yeah.
keep
I don't want
it,
an
bro."
inverted penis when I get
Nah,
older. That sounds
eat it,
scary.
man. Yeah, yeah,
It sounds
And
super
she's like-
embarrassing.
yeah. Flips up. She says her worst patients. She's like, the old guys have resigned themselves that they're like a fucking mess. She's like, when I have a 55 to 60-year-old guy who's like never really been to the doctors
Mm.
and it's like their first time in the hospital, she's like, I fucking hate these people. They're like,
I have an
"I don't
inverted
need to
penis
do
now,
this or do
actually.
that." Like,
My penis is inverted right now.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Thinking about how crazy that is, she's like, dude, it's wild.
That's
You
what
see some
Jennifer
weird
does. She
shit.
pushes my belly button and it pops out a little bit.
That how many old guys have dick implants is fucking wild.
What?
She's like, there's so many
what?
80-year-old guys with dick implants.
What?
like
They-
a pump
but-
thing.
No, where they cut and put like silicone in the dick to make it like bigger. She's like, it looks like they always have like half a chub. She's like, it's fucking wild. She's like, you'll see an 83-year-old man with a fucking dick implant. She's like, it's
Whoa.
crazy. She's like, and that guy came in here 3 years ago and did not have it. So it's
Whoa.
like this guy's getting a dick implant in his 80s. Like,
Whoa.
It's crazy. Yeah. Dude, you see some weird shit, man. Some weird stuff. I know, man. I don't know how you do it. I
That's
guess someone's
fucking
gotta.
weird, dude. That's weird,
Right?
man. You know what I mean? That's super weird, dude.
And
A
she'll
dick
go,
implant. I'm glad Jacob's not on here. Fuck.
and
Right.
then she'll,
He would have ran
volunteers-
right out of the room. He'd have been like, "What's the website?"
She volunteers at aging homes to teach people.
Is it
about
called?
sex
What is it?
education.
Invertedpenis.com? Is that what it is?
Because she'll get a whole nursing home with everyone's got chlamydia because everyone's fucking banging, and they think
Really?
because they can't get anyone pregnant, they're fucking everybody.
What?
Chlamydia,
Dude, stop
herpes. Yeah, she's like,
Oh
listen.
my god.
She'll go in and do like sex education, like, guys, I know you're in your 70s and you can't get anyone pregnant, but like, you need to wear a fucking condom if you're
Oh
gonna
my
fuck
god,
everybody in here.
dude. Oh
There's
my
there are
god.
guys that they're like with dementia that are like the women take advantage, and then the same thing with men.
Oh
with
my god.
It's crazy, dude. I hear some wild stories. Where
Dude,
you're
that
like,
is
"Jesus
so
Christ."
fucking. I would never in a million years be like,
Right?
all these 80-year-old people got fucking the clap. That's so fucked up, dude.
Dude,
Wow.
I told you, when I worked for a guy, we did a Holiday Inn, and they posted up on the elevators, such and such window cleaner is going to be cleaning the glass. If you're uncomfortable with this, keep your curtains closed because they're not knocking to say they're coming, And a high-rise, you see all kind of shit.
Right.
And I swear, I remember it to this day, and it was probably 25 years ago. It had to be more. I've been in business 24, so it's probably 26, 28 years ago. About an 80-year-old woman standing there buck naked. Her panties were practically to her knees, and she was still in them. I'm not kidding you. I'm
man,
what
dude.
the fuck is? I have.
I had that old lady at that fucking HOA that I'm doing right now that used to fucking get butt naked and thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She thought it was fucking hilarious, dude. Like, that bitch was not rap tight.
Dude, I have never been more sexually assaulted in my life
Oh,
than by
yeah.
80-year-old women. Dude, I was cleaning a chandelier in my 20s. I'm standing on an A-frame ladder, and she reached right up underneath and grabbed my fucking ball and my dick, and she's like, "Oh, so it is there." And I was like,
Hey!
what are you gonna do?
Hey!
Yeah, like, she's 80 years old. She
I would have
smiles
been
at
like,
you,
I would
you're
have been like, hey, listen, lady, if you're gonna do all that, we might as well be shooting ropes.
Yeah,
you know
pop
what I mean?
those teeth out. Let's see what's up. You know what I mean? Like, I could have doubled down on it, but I think that lady would have taken me up on it.
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
not
yeah.
doing that, yeah.
No question.
I'm good.
That old nasty motherfucker.
Oh, dude, I think I
my
might have
God.
been 22 or 23, and I was mad embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. I was like, ha, ha, ha.
Dude,
Like,
oh my God, dude. Oh,
Yeah, so
dude.
old ladies are just as creepy as old dudes, man.
Dude,
They're just as
I
bad.
will say that, I've only been like, I wouldn't say proposition, but I've only been like hit on. It's always some super ass old lady like saying something very inappropriate. I'm just like, I cannot fucking believe this lady just said this to me. Like, what
Oh,
is
yeah.
wrong
Yeah.
with these old ladies? Are just, they don't give a fuck.
Old
No, they
ladies and people that are flight attendants or pilots,
Ugh.
like in their late 40s, early 50s, like Craig's like, dude, I have to leave this job. I'm like, why? He's like, this lady's like propositioning me for sex, and I'm married. I gotta find.
Right?
I was like, fair enough. And she wasn't old. She was like 47, 48. But it's old. So old men hit it earlier. They like 70 on. They're like, fuck it. I'm gonna
Right.
say whatever I want.
Right.
It's for old ladies. It's like 80. They hit like that 80 mark, and they're like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And
Right.
there's
Say
nothing.
whatever
Yeah.
I want. There's no
What are you gonna do?
repercussions.
You're gonna
Yeah.
knock out an old lady.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
all right. See someone's
Fuck, dude.
grandma grabbing your dick. Like, whatever. All right, I gotta live
Yeah,
with
dude.
this.
I don't know, man. That's crazy, dude. Crazy,
It's,
man.
it's only happened a handful of times.
Dude, I told you that time we cleaned their 320-story towers, and it was a first floor with a huge patio, and I go through the gate. I start moving a few plants. I start washing the windows on the patio, and the oldest, she had to be 85 years old. She opens the slider, and I didn't know, but last year Mike done the inside. Mike that worked for me at the time, and she goes. She remembered his name and everything. She goes, is Michael going to come back over here and do me? And I immediately said, without even thinking about it, I go, well, I don't know about that, but he'll come clean your windows. It was like, seemed like 10 minutes because they were playing some game with like these tiles, like, and it was like, I was like, tough room. Yeah, probably something like that. And it was like, it seemed like 20 minutes, but it was probably 30 seconds. They all started laughing, and she's just looking at me like, what's funny? So I go, hey, Mike. And he comes walking over. I go, she wants you to come in here and do her. Right? Then they're all laughing at her, and she's like, what?
Does Mark? I wonder if Mark realizes that he's told us that story before. You're gonna come in and do me now? You'll do me, Mark?
Look, it's these stupid little things that get me through the day.
Right? Yeah.
Keep my
Yeah.
fucking
My
You're
first
not the
job
only
ever
one.
was working for my father. My dad was the maintenance director for this place in Boston that was like half nursing home, and then the other half was taking care of like very poor sick people. So he was like, you can work with Ramon and do like maintenance work. I was like 13 or 14. So his first pair of tits I ever saw was some old lady who fucking flashed me. But there was a guy named Steven, and every Friday he'd be in his wheelchair. He's like, you got to wheel me down to Mary's room today. And he would like show me in his pocket he had like 3 nips, and he's like, we're going to have a good time today. So I'd wheel him down to Mary's room, close the door, and he would be in there. But yeah, it was every Friday. He's like, I'm going to go see Mary today. And I'm like, all right, get it, brother.
Unbelievable.
Attaboy.
Come on down, dude. Yeah. What are you going to do, man? I was like, all right, get it.
Unbelievable.
You're old. The first time I ever got knocked out was there. My job was to tell people not to smoke in the building.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this guy, Brian, who had like severe mental disabilities, but he'd wear like a baseball helmet all day. And I was like, Brian, you can't smoke in here. And I took his cigarette from him because I asked him like 5 times. He's like, smoke in the middle of the lobby. He cold cocked me like in the middle. I was like laid out. Just like I was 14, dude. I was like
Holy
8th
shit.
grade. I got like half.
On the
I
jet.
told my dad, I'm like, I don't want to work here anymore. This sucks. He laughed at me. He's like, yeah. He's like, you gotta walk
Seth
up,
walking down
Brian.
the hallway.
Oh, dude, I thought he broke my face, dude. Like, he was
Jesus.
big. Like, well, to me.
Right,
He was
at the
probably
time,
16.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a grown-ass man punching
Right.
a little kid in the face.
Right.
But, yeah, man, it was
Well,
quite the experience.
we'll see you guys next week, folks. Same
Peace out,
bat
guys.
time, same bat channel, man.
Yeah. Hey,
Ma-
dude.
and it'll be the
Getting
world-
Mark
it'll-
now on, 'cause I
Yeah,
gotta hear
we'll-
this story.
That'll be the world premiere with fucking Stool Time with fucking Seth Byers. It'll be great.
Oh, it's going to be a great time.